Okay. Hello? Am I here? Am I here? Yes, I am here. Wait. Hello everyone! Kimmy going too! Yes, you're here! Hi Dante! Welcome! I'm going to continue intervalo 6.5. I heard from... I look up from Google. The title of the intervalo is... The murder on the Warp Express. Let's go! I feel like this is going to be... Welcome! I feel like this is going to be the end of my voice acting. Hi Neon! Welcome!
Do your screen.
You shall pat my head. Which doesn't exist to begin with. Don't forget to like. Hello Neon, how are you? I'm gonna continue the intervalo. Whenever you're always shining bright. Whoa! Shine bright like a diamond. Sunlight, Mama Lemon. I'm sorry. This is the bridge before Canto 7, right? Bro, I need to read. Alright, how did this happen? First, we boarded the warp train to get to our destination, P Corp. Got into our fancy first class flash freeze hibernation capsules, and we were supposed to arrive at P Corp after a quick blink of an eye, but yes, I is fine. I hope you too as well, young miss. I am fine. I am good. I have rest because I was streaming like a lot in the Monday and Tuesday on YouTube. So on Wednesday and Thursday, I got to rest and sleep early. Like, I sleep at 9, bro. Imagine sleeping at 9 p.m. Ooh, Faust! I feel like I've seen this art before. Dante, please respawn. But at least I have a good sleep schedule. I do. At least I try to manage it. The first thing I saw when my vision returned was the perplexed look on Faust, who had entered hibernation at the same time as I did. Then I realized that we woke up mid-transit on the warp train, which could only mean that we're now stranded in some lost unknown dimension. Dante, I understand your considerable degree of disorient. But what the hell happened? Don't be like you who sleep at 1 or 4 a.m. in the morning. Bro, you need to fix your sleeping schedule, bro. Like, for real. Be more healthy, baby. Let's rewind and return to the very start of this highly unpreparable situation we find ourselves in. Few days ago. Our next destination is a warp train, Dante. What? Yep, that's where it all started. There I was, still perplexed by the incident at T-Corp with my awful idea of clearing the air by asking Verge for our next destination, not knowing the storm that my innocent question would bring. Verily? God, I really want to hear Dawn's voice. I must have misheard. I'm quite certain you didn't, Kyote. I can't help that because I keep thinking about me. Because you keep thinking about me. No, bro, don't think about me. You're gonna have a nightmare. I'm gonna haunt you in your sleep. We are now en route to the T-Corp Warp train station. The warp train station must have some conundrum that must be resolved there indeed. A quest that must be swiftly addressed at the station, yes? Did a distortion pop up at one of the warp platform or something? I see that you are now significantly less disinclined to check. Arigato!
Christine_N just subscribed for 2 months.
Christine! Oh my god, thank you so much for the subs! I love you so much, ma. Warp Train Bokak is coming in a few months, if you remember correctly. Oh really? Should be right after Arc Knight collabs. I know a certain someone who's waiting for the Arc Knight collabs. Nah, you are no nightmare, you are a dream. Oh, bad dream? How am I, Kimmy? I'm good. What about you, Christine? What about you? We are boarding the warp train to get to P-Corp. End of story. There's nothing between the lines, so don't try reading into it. It was only natural that Sinner immediately fell into a state of collective dumbfounded shock. None of the Sinner have any history of working at W Corp, but we're actually taking that train? You just ate some dinner your girlfriend cooked for you? Oh my gosh! Wait, are you two living together? A dream, a dream. Through what folk information we could gather from the identities, we all had some fragmentary knowledge about the terrible secret of the warp train's operation. I initially considered... Hello Owen! Welcome! Initially considered hiding this information from the rest of the senior, but since sharing things with everyone and letting them get their 2 cents is in casually end up being pretty helpful. I've been sharing more of this as of late. Cuman jarak kami agak dekat. Shirley belum. Oh, tapi enak dong. Bisa dimasakin. We're switching to Lim Train Company, not bus anymore. Oh, is this intervalo 4? No, intervalo 6.5. Ada di judul, bro. Sayangku, kukira Inggris, cuy. Inggris bisa, Indo bisa, boleh. Kimmy nggak bisa, Inggris nggak ada yang bisa. Cuman aku lagi double stream sama Twitch. Though I have very dim, if present at all, recollection from the time during which I were the identities. It can be determined from the conversational records between the manager and the identities that the mechanism behind warp train's operation can be deemed as somewhat bizarre and inefficient. Oh yeah, is that 10-second trip? Honglu, I miss your voice lah Honglu, come on. Ini, does this canto have dungeon? Kanto ini ada dungeonnya nggak? when the train reach. Udah gacha Wavergis? Udah dong, Wak. Udah, yang aku belum dapetin cuman egonya si Don. Ada. Alright. I also heard that the passenger gets so tired and weary that they start literally ripping and tearing into one another. Sounds like I might finally have a chance to see a masterpiece with my own eyes. Even when the sinners wear the identities through my identity cards, the identity's memory or beliefs don't bleed into them once it's over and done with. I remember when folks explained that due to the risks associated with embracing such influence, there was a filtering process to intentionally block them from reaching the sinners. That's why the sinner should use the identity of some of our worst enemy without getting infected by their philosophies and whatnot. But it also meant that they couldn't retain any new information that each identity had to offer. That's why I keep a record of some things that sounds particularly important and sometimes share it with the rest of the sinner. This intervalo, bro, canto 6.5. My voice doesn't really carry well past the window, so most of our communication are one-sided, but I had an abundance of W Corp identity, so it wasn't difficult to piece together the truth behind the train. But maybe ignorance really is a bliss. Your alarm response and possible incompliance have already been accounted for. No dungeon here? Oh! I thought that have a dungeon like the time-killing intervalo one. Lady Falls, then thou has known this all along, wherefore has thou not designed dine? How to read that? To tell me of this. Faust has indeed known this all along, as no knowledge is out of Faust's reach. As expected, a solution to your dilemma has already been prepared. Tim apa kak buildnya? Aku baru punya bleed. I seriously jangan panggil kakak by the way, aku Kimmy. Aku gak mau punya adek. I seriously doubt your solution involves not getting on the train, so what is it? The bus. Oh, what about this bus? There's no way this thing fits inside a train car. Karen fit this too. No one to fit maybe when Karon's gone. Miss Faust, the rearmost tail cars of warp train are all freight cars. That is where Mephistopheles will be safely fastened and transported, and the LCB will have the benefit of boarding as first-class passenger. The bus begins to swell with noises again, though in a slightly different air to the alarm response from earlier. First-class passenger? What? The seats for those pompous stoves? Even on normal train, you've got the sods whose proudest accomplishment in life is planting their arses in first-class seats, while others are cramming themselves into freight cars because they haven't the cash for even an economy ticket. Hey, don't look at me. I've never been in one of the first-class seat before either. Sip, Kimmy voice acting gak jadi kenapa? Enggak, maksudnya ini gara-gara enggak, itu cuma inside joke aja, gara-gara ini literally nggak ada voice-nya kan, jadi harus aku baca, tapi aku nggak bisa nge-voice actingin, literally cuman bacain doang. Isn't the ticket for a single first class seat like as expensive as 3-4 months salary of first year wing employee? Can our budget really handle getting a ticket for all of us? The company's budget is not a subject that warrants your concern. I heard first class passenger get some cool bonus stuff like personalized private capsule or something, don't they? That is the promotional language. Yes, they are flash, freeze, hibernation capsules to be precise. They have been designed to easily withstand the true amount of time it takes for the warp train to travel from point A to point B. The trip will be over in the blink of an eye for the passengers. The company's regard for our well-being is unfamiliar yet welcome. To be provide such extravagance merely for our comfort, such occurrence is quite seldom. We are rich. True. Santai, yang penting suaranya pas dengan perasaan mereka. Agak kaget sih Sinclair, anak kaya tidak pernah ke first seat. Dia nggak suka kemana-mana nggak sih? Cak. Right? I honestly thought they were going to sleep just the guide and cut on into the first class seat and ship the rest of us in the economy cars. This seems like an unnecessary luxury. They should have saved their budget and given only the executive manager their loyal advisor access to those seats. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're taking the train to get to our next mission, alright? We have to think about the unique nature of warp train and prepare ourselves accordingly. Yan, cuman rumah sekolah. Right? I know it's first class and all, but warp trains are just plain creepy. I know you'd also be worried about. For example, economy passengers are going to have a hard time getting into a first class car if they can even attempt upon it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the door separating the cars are ironclad. Ishmael, who'd been holding that first class promotional pamphlet in her hand for a while, was chattering on with fire. Chattering? On with fire in her eyes. We won't even have to leave a finger. We just have to board the train, get into our capsule, shut our eyes, and snooze through the entire ride until all that mess in other cars blows over. I heard they used to give out commemorative merch back when their finances were in the gutter and... Oh, a true adventure is not without its hardship, yet even the most exalted of heroes cannot venture without respite. And in very rare occasion, the hero may even deign to select a first class seat to rest in place of a coin in. Indeed. Seems like everyone was at least somewhat interested in the fabled first class seat of warp train. Nakut-nakutin Ishmael, enggak deh, cuma fakta mengerikan. Kamu udah selesai semua sampai kanto terakhir, Owen. Aku baru main. I could sense that there was a growing consensus among the senior that even a warp train trip might be acceptable if it meant that they could ride in the first class seat. I will board the train if I must. Is first class seating mandatory? I prefer the scenic route. Don't want to miss out on all the fun. Verge pretending to not hear Yosu's question. Very well, then I assume that we are all in agreement. Let's go. Everyone fears the 1,000 years ride. I have a matter of great import to discuss with thee. What is it? Out with it last. Beating around the bush ain't like you. Masih belum push, aku masih di intervalo 5. Wah, aku spoiler dong. Oh, sama dong ini di sini atau di yang time killing. This is in the first class seat. I have heard that we must board with our feet. Malam Kimmy, malam dia. Hi, hello. I'm happy to see familiar faces. I have heard tell that we must board with our feet freed from our boots. Does that claim hold water? Oh, come on now. What kind of nonsense gossip is this coming from this time? There's no gossip for sure. I have overheard it from those who have walked past here today, and when one of them inquired, you know that you gotta go barefoot in first class, right? Barefoot? The other responded, of course, ma'am. What am I, stupid? Thus, the traveler speak true, smile. Don't ask me. I've never been on one of these either. I don't remember seeing anything like that on pamphlets. Give me a second. I mustn't be separated from Rocinante, not even for a twinkle. I shantos Rocinante to the side next to I really struggle to read what Don said for real. Oi, you little. I implored tea. A lustrous red gaze. Allow me to how to read. Santuy, baca pelan-pelan aja kalau kata-kata rumit ya kalau si Don tuh. I expected Verge to answer with his usual exasperated rebuff. Contrary to my expectation, however, he responded in a somewhat serious tone, if tainted by the familiar annoyance. Fine, keep your shoes on. Enggak sih, dia pakai bahasa kayak bahasa Inggris zaman dulu. Make a very formal English. This place is huge. Oh, we're in the train station? That was my first impression of the warp train station. Oh, so this is... Don Quixote shouted vibrantly, immediately recovered from her previous apprehension of the sheer possibility that she might be separated from Rocinante. Is it Rocinante or Rocinante? So each nest has one of these massive structure in them? I've got nothing. Oi, no anything? Oi, know anything about what they're asking? Heathcliff asked, gesturing toward Mersault with his chin. Every warp train station has been built with a general design. Si harusnya Rocinante. Okay. Every warp train station has been built with a general design philosophy that draws from their respective architectural idiosyncrasies. Oh my god. It can only be said that many critics in relevant fields praise the warp train station as one of the many cultural cornerstones of the city. I have no idea when it happened, but Heathcliff started treating Mersault like a walking encyclopedia from time to time. Walking encyclopedia. Mersault, young Mersault. Lo, is that passenger over yonder one from the last? Incorrect. Leather basque clothing and metal armor are predominant. It's so rare to see him talk a lot like this. Leather basque clothing and metal armor are predominant fashion trend, often visible in the outfits of the Western population. While that individual's cloth base style is something ubiquitously observed throughout the population of North and South, they are largely considered to be an Eastern fashion trend, rarely seen among Western. South always monologue when he has something to say. Oh, so that's why. Yes. Okay, bye-bye. Fritz loved thyself, for I must make a record of thy lectures. What wisdom dost thou have to impart regarding the fashion of the northern region? I have once espied in a magazine that they are garbed in puffy, loose fitting outfits, understandably so given the colder climate of the region. An opportunity for a first-hand observation stands before you. Whoa! Ah! 3 seconds of screaming duet, one of utter fascination, the other of unmitigated frustration. What the ass? You nearly blew out my eardrums. You're the one to talk. Dude, I've got an audible frequency range expansion implant in my eardrum. Holy man. Now get the hell out of my way. You're blocking the walkway like a ragtag band of hick who's never even seen a warp train before. Cheer, gue baru selesai satu chapter. Satu chapter apa? Damn it, I take the train all the way here for an expedition only to lose my target, and now those are trying to blow out my eardrums. Great, just great, I love this. Guys, is it that obvious that we've never been on a warp train before? And the round trip ticket fee came straight out of my damn pocket. Whoa, watch out, big fella. Someone might get seriously hurt if you keep swinging those 4 arms around, each holding a weapon to boot. Capture di game ini. Pretty, will those stand still for but a moment to satisfy a few inquiries of mine regarding thy outfit? Oh, yes, stand in absolute stillness in 5 minutes and I... Seriously? The fixer, with a particularly impressed set of prosthetic arms, spent a few minutes venting several of his numerous grievances at us before storming off to a different platform. Indeed, this grand, the city is of sundry odd personality. I'm pretty sure he was thinking the same thing. I guess there really are a lot of people in the city with a full body prosthetic. Baru 1 jam main, let's go. Semoga kamu betah. Storynya bagus kok. That's when Fridge slowly walked up to our group. Well then, we'll rendezvous at the destination. Huh? With the illustration... What? Belum selesai bacanya, bro. W Corp Policy demands that Vixer be bestowed with a colored title must board a train specially prepared for them instead. Emang ingat Kim story di intervalo sebelumnya tentang apa? Dibilang ter, by the way, welcome saya ter. Aku udah nggak jadi ah. Ntar makanya bacain biar aku nyaman. Jalan. Ya bagus kalau kamu betah. Oh, are you like riding the first class plus or something? Welcome by the way. Azmar juga welcome. That's a color fixer for you, I guess. Special treatment for pajak nggak sih? Kita punya utang pajak banyak nggak sih? Terus dibayarnya pakai waktu. Makanya judul kantonya time killing. Iya nggak sih? Karon wants to go back to maybe will be lonely. I've told you before, Karon. 3 separate times actually. Each time I bought you one of those candies. Candies that people aren't allowed aboard the freight car. Then, Miss Faust, yes? Verge, after exchanging a knowing look and a nodded pause, escort the particularly fit Karon away. Dante, let us proceed this way. We followed Fo's guidance to the entrance of our train car. Wow, hey, our colors are starting to come back. Ooh, ooh. Hey, this must be the fabulous complimentary food and drink for the first class seat. Heck yeah, of course. Quality stuff like this gotta be included with that insane pricing. The general response to this room was a surprise at the rows of expensive-looking sizable capsules. There was a whole distortion case, but who cares about that, right? Is it? Is it, Dante? Bro, I need to every time I play limbus, I feel like I need to put the fish in my hat. But how do I Bam! There. because I forget everything. Flash freeze hibernation, huh? I guess it literally frees our bodies in a flash. First, are this flash freeze hibernation device safe? Flash freeze hibernation device? Is that like somewhere we sleep? Nah, don't worry, people forget things. I forget everything, bro. Hinge the sarcasm of people. Please elaborate on your exact definition of safe. These things are supposed to freeze us solid, right? Freeze us solid? Can we really come back from something like that? A flash freeze hibernation device will put you in a temporary state of death because by rapid cellular cryopreservation cryopreservation. Oh, cryopreservation process. However, the rapidity of the process prevents damage to your cells during the phase change. Therefore, in most normal case, this will not cause any issues. Foss is aware that this model has fully resolved cell membrane breaching issue caused by cryogenic density change or by ice crystal growth of water molecules. I miss about half of what you said, but your point is that it's safe, right? Me, for real? Me, for real? Yes, as far as Foss is aware, even if an issue were to arise during the journey, because everyone will be reverted to their states at the beginning of the train trip upon arrival, there won't be any lasting complication from the said problem. You've got get it together, Kim. Okay, you've got some real talent in dragging out something so simple as "yeah, it's safe" to so many words. Seriously. Indeed, as Fo's talent are not limited to a singular field. Okay, but that this leaves a lot to be worried about. Just as I was wondering, however, I realized that there was something odd about the way she phrased that answer. Masuk telinga kanan, keluar telinga kiri. For real? As far as Foss is aware, are you saying that it could be wrong? As a general rule, Foss does not err. However, Foss is also not a divine being. There are certain information in the world that Foss is yet to have access to. Therefore, while Foss may speak the facts, what he said may not always align with the truth. Okay. They don't call the first class for nothing, I guess. The corp's way up there in the northernmost corner of the city, but this thing will take us there in the blink of an eye. There's one hell of a time saver. Woo! Yeah, I can sense your excitement, Don. Prepare sa Broshinante. Thus begins the long sound. Oh, I've been meaning to ask Don Quixote. Do you ever, wash the shoes? Where did that come from, Roja? No, I mean, think back to when we were inside that whale. When that whale blew up, we got all kind of its gross, slimy bits on us. They were on our clothes, our shoes, everything. Yeah. And do you remember how much we had to scrub to get that bloody, fishy, fleshy gunk out of our clothes? This really isn't something I want to appreciate, but yeah. Right? Lurk. Okay, hi! Sleepy Duckling Mimic. Thank you for the lurking. Right? And do you also remember how Don Quixote never took her shoes off once during that whole ordeal? Ew! Really, Don? Okay, I guess they do look a bit filthy. I asked thee, dear compatriot, has thou ever witnessed an errant knight who lives beside of their beloved steed? Can't say I ever witnessed a knight before though. Then thou shalt know, starting now, behold it, hearken to it, and remember it well. They don't spare us even a moment of quiet, do they? Wow, have you been one of these OTs? I have been treated to premium VIP seats of similar grandiosity back when. This is nothing to fuss over. Ooh, fancy. Stinky Rosinante. For real. Otis, who was sitting there and shaking her legs, shadowly asked Faust a question. Hey, you're confident that no accidents ever occurred on one of these first-class cars, yes? In order to prevent cases of unnecessary anxiety and misgiving among the sinner, the history of accidents that has occurred aboard warp train will not be shared. Ooh! Wait, what the? Beep! I think we're leaving soon. This is for warp train PW612 bound for P Corp. Boarding period is ending soon. How do you do those apa sih announcement thing? I never know. The sinner, who were either leisurely enjoying their complimentary snack or taking a look around their first class car, suddenly become a lot busier. Then let us hurry and enter our capsule before it is too late. Oh no, why isn't this? The other sinner made it into their capsules no problem, but I felt like I was the only one who's fumbling. Prolova udah up bannernya. Tiba-tiba keingetan. Is it anxiety, Dante? I think so. Initiating warp in 10 minutes. Allow me to assist you. Stand as though you are leaning back and Faust expertly guide me into the capsule as though she'd done something like this before, then press the button inside the capsule that closed the hatch. Do not worry too much. We will meet again, but we're literally being freeze? I thought I heard a brief sigh, but the hatch shut tightly before I could ask her anything. Initiating warp. Please confirm that your seatbelts are firmly fastened. The last thing I saw before my capsule began to fill with gas was Faust climbing into her own capsule opposite of mine. I had no idea then what she really meant by we will meet again in but a moment. Dante, you must wake up, Dante. But one thing I knew for sure was an inconceivable situation has occurred. That something had seriously gone wrong. What? What happened? We just got into the train, aren't we? We're here already? Wow, I guess that wasn't exaggeration at all. It all really happened in the blink of an eye. Are we there yet, moment? Yes, true. I feel like we're not there yet. Baru mulai, sir? By the way, welcome. As always, Faust was giving me her usual look, which was a complete lack of any emotive expression. Which I suppose is why it didn't immediately register that something apa barusan? Belum selesai bacanya kenapa diklik kamu, Kim? No, we are not yet at our destination. Huh? When I finally came to, and after I had some time to digest that odd reply, I looked up at her face once again, and realized that her expression was more antsy than usual by a microscopically minuscule degree. Fancy train, very fancy. Like, how many years we're going to travel into for them to freeze us? I need to drink. It's not even an hour and my voice is already raspy. So this train is still running? I already drank. Yes. Then when are we? Some jobber. I believe we are currently stranded in an unidentified dimension, coordinates unknown. I took a reflexive deep breath from the sheer horror of the numerous implications stuffed into that dryly delivered sentence. When that passed, the first thing that struck my mind was that we were about to suffer the very thing that we were so worried about. I see, but I soon found myself calming down. Yeah, this had to be a part of Faust's plan. She probably saw this coming from a mile away. I'm sure she's about to probably tell me every little detail of her plan, not plane, Kimmy, plan, that will help us out of the situation. But this is all just a part of the plan, right? Faust? I can hear the doubtfulness. That was an unusually long silence from Faust. You are half correct, yet half incorrect. With that, Faust left me to flounder in the chaotic stream of vaguely terrifying information as she began stopping by each capsule to wake the listeners. Oh, we're here already? Man, it really happened in the blink of an... No. Oh, what's this? We're here. Wait. No. Wow, we're already... No. Oh, no. Isang hasn't even talked about anything yet I have not uttered a single word. There was a brief cheer, a little hurrah about regain our color, followed by a flat tone explanation of our current predicament, which was then followed by a long, loaded silence, which was a sequence of events I had the pleasure of watching play out on about 10 consecutive occasions. Dante, I understand your confusion. However, perhaps an elaboration for our present circumstances is necessary. And that brings us to the present. Let me get this right. This train's still running. And we're drifting through some unknown dimension? Oh, all about that strikes me as quite dramatic. Most importantly, are you saying that you already knew that this would happen, False? Yes. What the is wrong with you, huh? The sinner each begin to voice their anger. Of course, this wasn't the first time Foes and Verge intentionally and knowingly omit certain detail about event in our past. What? Are you insane? It's not like we can just retreat or jump out the door when stuff hits the fan. Opening the door will result in nearly immediate destruction of the physical body. But hey, at least you know what to do like you always do. You got a plan, right? Right? Foes, whom I had rarely ever seen at loss of words, was unusually slow to respond. Ugh, what's up with her? Last look totally out of it today. She gives me a sideways glance. Faust is speechless and it's really like... Apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya, aku lupa. There must be something she cannot discuss in front of the sinners. Guys, let's pause for a bit. She said that something inconceivable happened. The other sinner anger was completely understandable. It also makes sense that this continued lack of communication was harming our trust in Foes. Alright, we're going to go over the situation from the start, okay? But just letting things play out might really turn everyone against Foes and for good. Besides, I doubt Foes woke us up in the middle of the trip just to spite us. First thing first, I gotta get the sinner to calm down. Then I'll ask Foes to tell us what happened. If there's a problem, we'll figure it out and deal with it as we move along. Tell us what's going on, Foes, all of it, and in a way that we can all understand. Let's hear her out first. Is that okay with you guys? If you say so, I'll go along with it. Fine, I suppose losing my rag rarely ever did anything. Thank you, then. The geese... Hello! Did you gambar the wolf units yet? Yes! I already got Rodia and Don. I haven't got Don's ego though. I don't think I will. I don't know. I don't have enough Lunasi and it's what 5 more days? We're cook. Faust is speechless. We're cook. You got both ID? I got both. I like spent 20k of Lunasi. Attention distortion, contract management promotion, and decided to contract us. Deal with a mysterious repeated series of incidents suspected to be I can shard next. Well, it's still I feel like it's still like what 3 more months maybe. The distortion so rich. Hi Ziku, welcome. The distortion themselves likely did not pose a problem for W Corp based on the available information. It can be determined that they would have all been neutralized as soon as the train arrived, and any transformed passenger would have been referred to their human form. Malam Kim, malam zikukukuk. But the real issue was that the passengers were disappearing. Passengers spirited away? Alas, such is an impossibility aboard this train, is it not? That is the question for... That is the question for which we must discover the precise cause and effect of. Did W Corp share anything to get us started? That appears to be the most prominent cause of this misunderstanding. She explained that W Corp refused to share anything about the trains because they were concerned about maintaining the secret of their singularity. Maybe that's exactly why they sought out an upstart business like Limbus Company to deal with this. Now that I think about it, we wouldn't even know where to start if we didn't have access to the information that the identity card had to offer. Foss proceeded what appeared to be a key card with W Corp logo on it before continuing with her explanation. However, we were given this master key card that can open and close the hibernation capsules at will. We may return to our respective capsule as soon as the contract is fulfilled and safely complete the rest of the journey as we had planned from the beginning. These bloody wings, every single one of them beans absolutely bore me. I think it's a bit unkind of them to ask us to finish the puzzle without all the important pieces. Alice, hi Chris, welcome. There. Hello there, how am I doing? I'm doing good, what about you? Think along as our assistant, not to mention kindly explaining so many new things to us. I'm currently struggling to read, but it's all good. It sounds like Miss Foss was stuck between a rock and a hard place her life. Some sinner grew more respectful after her explanation, albeit with a sigh. I would have appreciated it if you at least give us a hint. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not like there's something out there monitoring your every move and every word, right? That is... But not everyone was willing to let this go without saying their piece. Next time I will take your inputs into account. And that's everything I can do for her. It's an undeniable truth that Faust has disappointed the sinner with what she's done. But she is Faust after all. I'm sure she has backup plans to get us out of the situation. So what next on our agenda? Yeah, what's done is done, right? Besides, it's not like we gotta rot away for thousands of years inside this metal box. You're doing alright trying to mod you can mod Cyberpunk? That is something I must first discuss with Dante. Discuss? But discussing things with other people is very unlike Foss. What are we discussing, Foss? We must converse in a lower volume, Dante. Why are we whispering? Why are you guys like to use mod on a game? Her secretive attitude only exacerbated what is that? My already better sense of safety. My connection to Castle Foss has been severed. I'm sorry, what? I cannot access Foss knowledge at the moment. What? Foss got disconnected from Discord. I guess I really was right to be. What happened? What happened to her? We're fighting something now? Why am I putting her in display?
책임은 모두 내가 진다.
원하신다면
나를 불렀나?
소재가 준비됐소?
라만 차렌드를 뒤엎는다.
What do you mean you can't? I mean, it in the most literal sense. My access to false input and information, which has always been readily available, is completely separate. Oh, what if everything about this situation is something you don't have to access to? Yeah, like you said last time. One cannot completely dismiss that possibility, but even that is uncertain. Every answer Faust has given me was always full of confidence and methodical expertise. So there's this Discord that's full of foes, and our foes just disconnect from that. Oh. It's called Limbus Company. You can Google it up. It's mostly visual novel, but it's strategy playing. I don't know how to explain. Faust got disconnected from the Faust Discord. I'm not good at explaining things. The only thing I know is this is gacha and has a good story. Then Faust, you're? Yes, at this moment I am limited to operating only with my knowledge. I cannot discern the cause of this disconnection more than enough precautions have likely been taken in case of interdimensional travel, but perhaps Faust did not take into account an occasion in which oh my god, I got distracted too much. Reading is a simple thing to do. Why am I struggling? Same, Kimmy. You don't know how to explain what this game is all about. This game is about facing your sins and saving your egos. It is one of the game. Feels dang, man. Sudden quiz game. Explain Canto 6 in 3 minutes? 3 minutes? Explain Canto 6? The heartbreaking? Heartbreaking. It's about... Bro, I cannot do easy. Berisik banget itu yang jual zupa-zupa. Jam segini jual zupa-zupa, bro. Bro, you got me distracted. I don't know. It's about heartbreak and horse. Story is good. Gameplay is like reading a full encyclopedia book. True, and it cuts me molding every time I play the game. If that is not the case, then I know, never mind. There was nothing that suggests that my connection to Faust would be lost, not even as we board the game. Bentar, gak bisa bahasa Inggris kamu bilang. Terus kamu main game ini gimana? Kan gak ada subtitle bahasa Indonesia ya? Ya kan gak ada ya? Gak ada. Mission fail, you. Bro, is it because I told Saiter that I'm going to buy him Barutroma that you want me to buy you Barutroma as well? But I know you guys are 2 peas in a pod, but 300 rupiahs is 300,000 rupiahs is a lot. Alright, that is agreeable situation for me. Bro, someone just keep Limbus story. Bro, what are you even... Wow, triggered, even though I forgot. Damn. Horse? Yep, horse. Wait, diskon. Iya kan cepet bro. 120 kali 2 ya 240 bro. 60.000 lagi 300.000 bro. I don't have that much of money bro. I'm tight on money. I haven't even make any cover song in like 3 months. Malu manusia nggak terima gue dapat staff. Padahal itu ada ini ya, ada term and conditionnya. Ada TOC-nya. Alright, for now. Now that changes everything. Kimmy, you gotta go now? Okay, Dante, thank you for dropping by. Thank you so much. I hope you go back. Good luck with the intervalo. Okay, thank you so much. See you on Canto 7 then. Now that changed everything. I recall the last thing I saw before the hatch on the capsule clause when Faust told me not to worry too much. Every second word bro, I'm sorry. I'm in my broable era. Okay, this is just a minor setback. Nothing we can't beat, right? We got this. I began to mutter like I was trying to convince myself. As the manager, my job is to calm everyone down and set their sight on the future, just as Faust did for me immediately before the hatch closed. Tapi intervalo ini gampang kan? Ziku, intervalo ini mudah kah? I mean, I can manage, right? We are all her bro. Yes, you guys are my bros, brodies. If you're right about why you were disconnected, then that problem will solve itself once we're off the train. And if we do ever run out of option, I'll just turn the clock and see what happens. Don't stress yourself too much. We still have a lot to work with. I think, yeah, not that hard, you think? Okay. You acknowledge my clock, the sinner, and easy hard blood charge. I don't understand. Until I use what? Am I using the wrong thing? When clash, I think, yeah. But someone like literally said that I'm bad at clashing though. Understood. And to the sinners, the fact that we are currently confined to a warp train in operation must be source of enough stress. I believe that sharing Faust's current state with them would add an unnecessary source of tension. What? So wrecking this door ain't gonna do anything? We're all going to bite it once it opens? How many times do I have to tell you that you're not even strong enough to break this door down? A billion here in this box. Yeah, good idea. So, what now? Do we have to take a searching sweep around each car or something? In the grand scheme of things, yes. Faust cleared the air with a cough before continuing. Just relax for now. I hope I can relax. By a corp standard time scale, approximately 3 days have passed since our departure. As per the contract between Limbus Company and W Corp, I acquired the master keycard placed inside my capsule and adjust the hatch settings to open automatically in 3 days. 3 days, huh? I feel like I just blinked, and I guess that's hibernation for you. As you were all informed prior to boarding, there is no way for the economy class passenger to enter the first class car. This is why this place has remained untouched. However, cross-referencing my own detection and W Corp's rather fragmentary explanation, I can assume that the situation is currently under progress in the economy class cars. The part where they thrash the side out of and one another, tearing their limbs off, all of that mass? No, I doubt that. I don't think it gets that bad in just 3 days. Besides, that's supposed to be business as usual for W Corp, right? There must be something else that's out of the ordinary that they want us to deal with. Precisely. In my opinion, it is... Oh, hold that thought for but a moment. Monopoly. Just as Foz was about to continue, Don Quixote raised her index finger to her lips and signaled her to be quiet. As I do? Scratching, nay, rapping, for sure. Past this gate must be... As Don Quixote kept listening to with her ear to the door, wait, my cat wants to get inside. Wait, can you open the door, cats? You usually can open the door. Come. Mario? What happened to you? What? What? Wait. No, stay. Stay. Alright. Stay. Okay. Let you cat the gato. You wanna pat the gato, the black gato? Come here, teleport to my room like right now. As Don Quixote kept listening with her ear to the door, an odd expression of half curiosity and half horror appeared on her face. It is possible that there must be, Lady Falls? After that very distressful noise, everyone's just teleport here, bro. Why? Is it turning you off that I call you bro? What? Do you want me to call you baby or something? No. Nope. Who closed her eyes briefly in thought. Please step aside for a moment, Don Quixote. It would be best if I observe with my own eyes. With that, she With that, she produced the master keycard from her pocket and approached the panel installed next to the door. Whoa, hang on a minute. You're going to open the door? I intend to follow your usual flavor of suggestion, Heathcliff. That third time in which a physical altercation is preferably to detach rumination. What is rumination? My suggestion? Well, I ain't going to disagree with you there, but what's gotten into you, lass? After all, how could I deduce anything without seeing it myself? Wah! Hideous creature suddenly crashed through the open door and charged wildly in our... Hello, Kimmy! Hello, Mado! Welcome!
점 찍었네.
쾌하게. 깨어라.
Bro, it's fine. You suppose sounds silly though, or personally, you always felt that people who have used it so often feel mildly less trustworthy. I am untrustworthy. Oh no, I am untrustworthy.
가족을 따뜻한 삐끗 쏟아내 꿰뚫린 기원을 가진 놈 그대로 무너져.
이쁘네. 네 피분수.
Not me particularly, just in general. So, me including. Lady Faust, however similar in impression they may have been to the passenger, thoroughly this as though they were incomplete when absent. Trustworthy but sometimes a bit sus. Wait, define sus. Like people felt defied by the well. Don Quixote hesitated until the last second to raise her weapon against them. No. Quote trustworthy. I feel like you're giving me a sarcasm there, but I don't know what do you mean? Sauce equals sausage. Ooh, I want sausage. Faust would have told her more information about those monsters before the fight began, and she would not have been burdened by the sheer thought of bringing harm to the innocents. Faust began searching the area, closely observing various bodies and the general area of information. You appear practically inquisitive today, Miss Faust. Yeah, are you usually the one who has all the answer while we're working our brain trying to come up with something? The listeners were starting to feel that there's something off about Faust's behavior. They might even soon realize that there's something wrong with Faust. Don Quixote, they are not dead. Huh? Observe closer. The parts are all tethered to one another by something, are they not? It appears that the flow of time has ceased in this phase. Ceased in this phase? Therefore, it followed that the connection that tethered body to life and away from death remain intact. What to do to stop playing too many gacha games? Play not gacha games? To my relief, Faust managed to correctly figure out what's going on like her usual self, even if it took her slightly longer than it usually does. Hey, what I say, we got this. Huh? What was that about? Nothing. I had forgotten that not all sinners were content with nodding along to whatever information Faust told us. There! The flow of time is seized aboard of warp train, is it? Play Stellaris or Factorio, 100% guaranteed to skip time. There, the answer from Saiter. and forgot that you have life. Is that why you keep disappearing from time to time? Not that I miss you or something, no. I can confirm, Stellaris is a time travel game. I was starting to get a good read of her expression. That was an unmistakably look of regret. Are you even live, bro? Why don't you stream it, Saiter? You play 1 hour and around 8 real hour pass. It's not even time to time. A Saturday you wake up, play Saturday, goes outside my room at almost 12 a.m. Do you mean in the middle of the night? But at least put me in the background kalau aku stream ya. Maksa. How beat would it not be more? Yes. Oh my god. Wait. Saturday you woke up in the morning and then you play Stellaris and then the nights already fall. Oh my god, bro, you don't have life. However, would it not be more correct to miss that the flow of time has circulated to the point you wish you had that many hours to play games? Life to play games. But weekend is okay lah, right? Bro, play it Monday, end up skipping into Saturday. Did Miss Paus just get something wrong? The map and PowerPoint simulator is too fun. Is that the inside joke? Joke about Stellaris? After you finally understood the game, you played some 30 to 34 hours in 2 days? Bro, you don't have life? Sorry. Just kidding. Gladly, if you would allow me. Yisang began to elaborate with gentle enthusiasm. That was close. To speak. No. Oh, Chris, let me give you a hug. It can be said that death is not an element aboard this train. Hey, can you maybe speak in a little less brevity? To elaborate. Don Quixote lowers her head and listens closely to what appeared to be a dismembered torso and shout with relief. Their state is akin to an ensemble jigsaw puzzle, merely immobilized and separated, though their corpse has been sundered. The concept of death is at a state of, for all intents and purposes, eternal delay aboard this train, existence in continuance of moratorium. Force they are, to be tethered upon the tiniest yet tenacious thread of life. What I ill understood? What hath been said here? Yet they are not dead all the same, huh? If their severed parts are all connected, then it can be said that no matter how entangled their bodies become, it's not impossible to eventually gather their parts together to form a single passenger. Thus, naturally, we can determine how and why the profession that we call the Kalian has come to be. I see, because someone will have to categorize and reconstruct this puzzle once the journey is over. It's really baffling to me that a job like that even exists. Ever since a wing that wasn't baffling in every sense of that word? Still, I guess that means that as long as the train arrives at the station, they'll be put back together like nothing happened. From what I learned through the W Corp identities, their main job was to gather chunk of flesh together to bring them back to their original shapes before they board the trains. It's a lot more visceral when I have to look at it in person. Phew, there's quite the auspicious news among ill tidings indeed. It don't click in me what Foes was, though with some awkward effort, trying to do as I watched Don Quixote sigh with relief. Maybe Foes was trying to cheer Don Quixote up in her own way? The other Foes would not find it even necessary to do something like that. Dante, huh? What's up? Oh, time to whisper, right? Indeed, I intend to collect further intelligence. Well, if there's anything I can tell you, Faust cast a dark gaze toward the chunk of flesh. Her gaze remained fixed upon them as she whispered, "Are they distortion or abnormalities?" Oh yeah, I actually wanted to ask you about that. They weren't humans, that's for sure. From them, I felt the same sensation I felt from monsters. Something inexplicable, an unclear sensation or an aura. I felt this somewhere before, I'm sure of it, but I couldn't quite pinpoint the source of the sensation. One thing I do know for sure is that the sensation was not the same feeling I got from abnormalities, distortion, or even pecatula. If I had to lean one way or the other, I'd say they're closer to distortions. I'm sorry, I don't think that either of those. Is it difficult to be certain at the moment? Again, I'm not sure how I explain this, but they're very, very similar to distortion, but also different. If you had to ask, then I'm gonna guess Faust doesn't know. Faust may know, but I at this moment have no way of knowing. I feel like I should apologize for that. There is no need, Dante. Though the information you have provided me is rather ambiguous, it has helped me deduce something of worth. And collecting intelligence myself and creating deduction based on the spare information is quiet. She paused, holding a bloody, slimy chunk of flesh in her hand. Ew! Did she just mouth to herself with gore in her hands? Ooh, finally the awakening has begun.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을까.
What do you mean? I only play
다를 것 없이 마음껏
4 capture. Oh my god.
우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
After a round of intelligence gathering from Faust, we opened the door to the next cabin, only to be greeted by a loud commotion. It sounded like there are other survivors. A passenger in danger. Worry not, for I have arrived to. Whoa, is this? Don't come any closer. Who the hell are you guys? A 4-armed woman suddenly jumped in our path. She appeared without warning. Faust stumbled a little, inadvertently slapped by the figure's swinging arm as she pushed us away. Right, like you gave me any warning before you effectively kicked the door open? Would you mind moving that huge... would you mind moving that huge sword out of our face? It's a bit threatening. Threatening? I'm just trying to protect those civilians in this car. Also, is that a bioprosthetic? Must be an old-timer, huh? I thought those things went out of style forever ago. Oh my god, are you saying about Gregor arm? Sorry, my voice changes. I talk too much. The lady is an adoptus mechanicus. Yeah, she literally have 4 arms. You wanna see what this old timer got left in him? Still are from the north, very late. They take rabbits that have not turners, no? This literally ain't the time, lass. Anyway, it looks like we're in the same mass here. Make way for us, yeah? She seemed to be seizing us up for a moment. Is she hissing? I'm not gonna tell. Beaten? Is there like zombie here? Beaten? The bloody hell you're talking about? Weird. If you were in one of the economy cars, I'm sure you have seen. Hold on, are you all from the first class car? Yeah, we just woke up from our capsules, but none of you look very. I mean, we don't look rich. Why didn't you say so from the get-go? Name Shasha, multi-crack office rep. With that, she lowered her weapons and allowed us to pass. Have you not left this car for the duration of the ride, Shasha? No, I haven't. We warped over to T-Corp after picking up one of their contracts, but jeez, can you believe that this train broken down? Is it even broken? She's a clunker like General Jivas, clanking her gears around through. I'm not feeling hungry or sleepy at all. It's stinking up some shady bulls, if you ask me. You can feel all that even in a prosthetic body? Man, how could I live without my favorite hobby drifting into a swamp now after a pleasant meal? So I made sure to get high quality parts for him so I can still feel hungry and sleepy. Hasn't something else of note also occurred? You bet there did something else of note go down? How distracting. Is it hard for you to speak without being so hyper? Or at least stop swinging your arm around like that? Can't do that, friend. I broke all my prosthetic arm in a fight, so I'm calibrating a new set. Gotta keep swinging them if I want them to sync up with the other part anytime soon. Haven't a goddamn clue as to who they are, then don't seem like they can understand us either. Good thing my train car didn't have a lot of those monster. I just chopped what monster there were to pieces and hold this civilian to this packed car. What? 3201 red colors, 3202 red colors. You have decided to protect them despite the potential risk that they may transform as well. But of course, Kitty, yes! The kitty is here again. Like, what do you want? I already give you something to eat. Are you still hungry or something? Go to sleep lah. I've been keeping a close eye on them for the last 3 days and so far zero transformation. Go past this car and you'll see. What the hell on earth? Cats are eternally hungry. True. I have already like. Nah, my cats hate cuddles. I can't even hug him. I see, and that's all I can tell you about this situation. So, what's your story? No. Fixers! Indeed, fixers. Faust nodded reluctantly as she affirmed Don Quixote Bobo's cuddle cat. Yes, like he really hates being cuddled. They got every single one of you a first class ticket? Your office must be rolling in the dough. Wait a second, so W Corp already knew that this would happen? But are you really contracted to a wing? Not sure if I trust you. As you must be aware, you're well aware yourself, contracts and contract fulfillment are the fish in my head. It will be the fish in my head will be internally there. Please recall that W Corp is one of the most secretive wing of the city. But not half of her face. True. Maybe that's the only thing left for her to be able to feel like herself. This is the master keycard given to us by W Corp. I believe that it can open most doors aboard this train. A keycard? So you use this to open the path between the first class and the economy class card? Let's see. Wow, nice material. Looks like you're telling the truth. Alright, I won't pry. Not like there's any cash in it for me either. So I guess you gotta go all the way down there for your job, huh? Yes. The picture finally got out of our way. Then with one of her free hand pointed towards the opposite door. Well, it's your funeral, ladies and gents, or your victory lap. If you guys really that good, lots of luck to you. I shall trust it with protection of their progress. Pixies, are you a pixer? Are you going to save us from the monster in the car behind us? Who? Just as we were about to react to the other end of the car, a little passenger pulled on Don Quixote's coattail. Dia pasti happy dibilang fixer. Are you a famous fixer? Once again, the way is known me as a pro on the illustration fixer. Wow, I wanna be a fixer too, just like... Don't pester the lady, I'm sorry, this is my daughter and... What did not ties up this? No bother at all. Thou must dream of becoming a fixer, ties up, little squire. It is fortunate that someone like yourself is aboard the train. Your presence ensured that child's survival. What you talking about all of a sudden? Come on, no need to keep up appearances between people in the same line of work. I'm just here to collect some sweet emergency contract fees from each and every one of them. Are you two on something or what? I see. I don't think Don Quixote needs to hear what she just said. Didn't you know you could be like that, boss? Be like what? You knew there was no way the pixar was actually there to protect them out of goodwill, but you decided to go along with Don Quixote delusion anyway, am I right? Good move. I was getting worried about what might happen if she started acting out again. You saw the twinkle in her eyes too, right? Don Quixote always been energetic, but she's been especially bouncy today. Eyes. Faust strode towards Shasha with a question. I have one last thing to inquire. It will be 30k for inquiry? There's quite an unsound decision to make for someone who claims to be in the same line of work as us. Have you considered the possibility that once our contract is successfully completed, we could include references to a particular Selamat malam sobat onlineku. Hai Brody. Halo Aji. Welcome. Well then, let me hear it. Were the eyes appearing to either be in thought or trying to recall something, then answered. You can use prosthetic for eyes? Intervalo? Iya. Gak ada suaranya, aku capek. No, well, it was a question of no significance. False nodded. Then opened the door to the next car. What is that? Not gonna lie, a cybernetic prosthetic over time badass. Imagine that literally could help. You can basically replace almost every body part except the brain itself.
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
In real life, Hale? By the way, I have missed you, Hale. How are you?
정화.
정화.
합격장.
Oh, in the city. I thought you were talking about real life.
기대해라.
점 찍었네.
꿰뚫리고 꿰뚫려라.
You were born too soon.
욕 또한 용서할 테니.
너희의 무기로
너의
이
만나
승리를
몰랐던.
점 찍었네.
기원을 갖추. 그대로 무너져 아류 산초 경열 80. 갈라지도록.
이번에 네 피분수.
Ada yang mati barusan. Mana KOH-mu, Kim? Ada.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는
Nih, ada. Ini kan? Kayak ini kan? Yang dimaksud ini kan? Atau yang ini? Atau yang ini? Atau Igo? Kalau Igo Kimmy belum punya. Bisa sih 1 kali. Lihat deh. Sepuluh kali.
메르소입니다. 작은 형님을 보필하고 있습니다.
파우스트가
Terima
나설
kasih
만한 곳이어야 할
kalau
겁니다.
dapat diisek 200. Belum ada 1000 lagi. Bisa nggak dapat 1000 seminggu? 10 lagi tuh nyentuh PT.
점 찍었네.
따뜻한
Hey, we haven't really reached that level of fake yet overall, yeah. Maintaining a cybernetic body sounds more expensive than a regular body. True! Because food will always be affordable and found everywhere, unlike oil, metal, and some others. Oh, true! If you think about it. Aku belum kebuka kan, belum kanto 7-nya Aziz.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
알겠어.
따뜻한 기대.
Belum nyentuh hard, Luther. Belum berani. Nanti deh.
무기를 만드는 것만큼은 내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지.
정화.
Kan enggak, kanto 7.
뚫리고
Kan kanto 8 udah keluar. Maju terus Aziz.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
점 찍었네.
아류탄초 경혈 60. 피로 쏟아내.
감내해야 할 고통.
합격장.
깨어라.
It is hi Mita. Hi, welcome to my YouTube. Hi.
너희의 무기로
너를
혈투를
만나
승리로 이끌겠다.
몰랐던. Welcome, welcome to my paradise.
정화.
Hello, hello, hello.
아류탄초 경혈 60. 찢겨라. 꿰뚫려라. 슛!
Finish 'em. 너를 만나 몰랐던.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 떨거지는 잘라낸다. 슛! 아류산초 경혈 80. 갈라지도 쏟아내라. 흐르는 피로군. 쏟아내라.
Don't carry dong, literally. Phew, bending in a narrow hallway really takes a lot of you. Did I see the TKT run? It's finally gonna be TKT? What is TKT? Time killer! The time killer thing is finally gonna be poised, and I should have waited for it to be poised. Time killer Turner. Time killing time. Oh, what are those things, Foss? The yapper will be free to yelp. Oh my god, I don't want to read any more of that though. We were killing time in that one. True. I even do them off stream because I'm too tired of reading. Huh? Didn't I just ask you the same question? Oh no, are you giving us a chance to come up with our own answer first? Of course, Foss did not confirm nor deny his question, but Sinclair was pretty capable of interpreting her silence in his own fashion. There were some things I learned after fighting them, I think. Those monsters aren't mad at us, nor do they think they want to attack us before we're an obstacle. That's not why they're attacking us. Quiet, friend. Right? That's strange though. I thought hunger or thirst wasn't a thing about these trains. It could be determined from the entity's attack pattern. Oh my god, I'm disassociating. Crystallized blood. Thank you all. Your input has all been very helpful. It was my turn to start whispering. What did you learn from that? We are in luck, Dante. I have read on this subject as a tangent while for using information regarding our. The sinner have also been a very good source of intelligence when it comes to categorizing and identifying important evidence from the available sea of information. Your advice was correct, Dante. You mean you know what to do to blow this case wide open? Nothing can be said with this absolute certainty at the moment. However, this will be a good place for us to start. With that, Faust turned around and faced the rest of the sinner. I will now present before you a solution to this predicament. Huh? Is there something else we gotta do other than beating the crap out of whatever's in our way? That will not change, no. However, what I am about to share will give you a better understanding of the purpose behind W Corp's contract and provide us with the possible means of finding the method by which we may complete it. It is very likely that the entity behind the incident on this train, and by extension every incident of the same nature that has occurred in previous reference trips, is a blood fiend? What is a blood fiend? Like a monster who are made out of blood?
어버이를 향한 죄책감도. 카니발 타임.
Semangat bacanya. Aku capek. Capek baca out loud sih. Wait, a blood fiend? What's a blood fiend? A blood fiend? What in the name of wing is that? Huh? Terbacain ter. You of all people haven't heard of a blood fiend? Though you were our team expert on obscure lore, finally I have not once heard mention of these blood fiends. For a change, I have read a magazine article. Gak usah dibaca udah. Why gua itu randomly? Because of your voice. You know I like your voice, man. Come on. My memory. Then Kyoto furrowed her brows genuinely loud. Is it? Tapi kan lore. I thought they were just monsters in stories to scare children at night. They're supposed to be afraid of garlic and sunlight, right? Oh, that sounds a bit different from what I've heard. I heard their fear of garlic and sunlight is just a rumor. And is Bloodfin like vampire of some sort? I have been briefed on the existence of bloodfin in the a monster that feed on the blood. Ati ampela enak sih. But if I go quiet, I'm afraid you guys gonna be bored. Yoi, hi Chaos! Welcome. There's something off about this one. That one didn't spawn the strike with abandon like this. But aren't you supposed to know this already? Yes, I see that some sinners have encountered bloodfin in the past. A long-winded explanation seems uncertain. A long wind? Aku pikir a long wink. What a long winded? Do not appear to be innocent or drag-like beings that have failed to become kindreds? Blood bags? How am I doing today? Not a terrible name. Why would anyone name someone Bloodbag? What about you, Chaos? As it has been said prior. Though our reserve of intelligence regarding warp train or W corp is vast, if incomplete, we could not find a possible exception to the above rule. Within that reverse of intelligence, however, I have discovered that inserting a previously unseen variable into the equation allows for the formulation of a new hypothesis. Wait, are you saying that these bloodfins can completely erase people or passengers from existence? Wow! A more accurate descriptor would be to say that they are either dissolved or vaporized, like using hyaluronic acid. You're fine, just busy. No, find a time to go get some rest, Chaos, and eat something. Among several interpretations of the word violence involves cannibalization. However, as the passenger collective time itself, you're on a diet. Drink water then, or eat fruit. Then I suppose they could cut the passenger to retrieve the show up chunk of other passenger and piece them back together via the vein-like thing connecting each individual. However, such is not true for blood bag. Blood bag are by their nature obsessed with blood. Their existence hinge on supplying themselves with the blood of their victim. Okay, collect yourself. Okay. And it is said that they must consume a minuscule amount of blood to maintain their forms. Wait, what? Didn't you just say that this digestion is not a thing while we're on the train? If I were to continue, your weight got up by 3 kilograms. I blame the food for being tasty. I mean, you should just work out and eat more protein. Avoid flour, oil. Though we cannot tell whether they may be in a state of alteration or whether they remain ensnared in the operation of the passenger will to live towards the worth of this very existence in which they thrive. You can like do a 10 minutes at home workout, you know, like doing a squat, push up. You don't have to go to the gym. You can do it at home. There is no incongruence in that logic. Just stretching is better than nothing. Yeah, true. Molding is also considered as exercise. Oh wait, does that mean like you're molding, like you're exercising every day? Like because you are molding every day? Everyone fell silent for a moment. That was too much, way too much impression. Yep. Pantas kamu tinggi. I mean, yeah. Okay. False reply pointing his own gaze. There isn't anything I can do about this. The sinner will only get more stressed if they find out what's going on with Faust, and that's something we both want to avoid. Inaccessible? Ah, indeed. Now, I recall what you have said in the past. This is only speculation, however. I assume that orang kalau molding pasti capek, hitungannya termasuk exercise terserah lu. Another word continued on the train. Let us straight to the button. Very well. Is it a factor sign in corrected another whispering to do? Oh no. Let's move forward for now. Checking every train. Oh belum berantemnya.
정화.
Go to sleep then, Chaos. Take some rest.
고귀하게 흐르는 피로 추잡하네.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 가족을 위해
You're gonna work for at least an hour, then sleep. See you, Kimmy. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for dropping by. Good luck on your work.
벌게서
아류탄초 경혈 60 찢겨라. 꿰뚫려라.
You too, Chaos. You too. Bye-bye.
이 또한 용서할 테니.
너희의 무기로
너의
이 혈투를
만나
승리로 이끌겠다.
몰랐던 내 매복가
그쪽도
아류탄초 경혈 80 갈라지도록.
예쁘네. 네 피분수. 예쁘네. 네 피분수.
이 또한 용서할 테니.
Aku belum update 4 kah ya? Aku lupa. Belum ya?
용서할 테니.
너희의 무기로
내 작품에 의견이라도 있어?
Baru 3.
고귀하게.
Nanti aku nyari ininya dulu, ntar. Nyari apa namanya? Nyari materialnya dulu.
아류탄초 경혈 80
Hai Chanwo, welcome. Grindingnya apa aja sih? Selain trend?
이 또한 용서할 테니.
Jarang-jarang nemu Project Moon. Nggak, Indo yang cewek. Hai Flings, welcome. Ini semua gara-gara Saiter. Mana ininya? Mana pelakunya? Pelaku yang membuat aku bermain game ini mana? Ada di suatu tempat di chat.
밥이 터졌나?
Cewek kali. Emang kamu Tir, kan tiap kali aku stream dulu waktu aku di Twitch, tiap kali aku stream kamu jadi limbas kapan?
목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 글라만 차랜드를 뒤엎는다.
Apa ini Kim, gak mudeng aku coba cari trailernya. Nama gamenya Limbas Company. Aku nggak mau jelasin, I'm sorry.
정화.
Aku sempet mau build rupture masa. Burn dulu nggak sih? Tapi kanto 7 burn. Apa itu burn? Kanto 7 beli damai ya? Wow, Fergis udah dapat apa aja Kim? Udah dapat dua-duanya. Yang belum dapat igonya. Igonya Don yang belum dapat.
꿰뚫려라.
Oke, tar.
너희의 목
Aku kemarin kan ya abis nanti aku liatin ya. Aku abis ngepull. Favorite aja apa dominating? Favorite aja dah.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
Mantap, selamat sudah mendapatkan semuanya.
다류산 초평열 80 갈라지도 쏟아내
Minggu kemarin aku ini I forgot to do weekly once
또한
last week. I only do mirror dungeon like twice. I should have done like 3 times, right? I didn't forget Metal, but you know what? I was be like, do you guys remember that on? No,
또한 용서할
I mean I stream too much on on Monday and Tuesday. I play. What did I play again? Wuthering Waves too much, and then on Wednesday I be like I need to sleep. I cannot stream. And then I was like, oh, I need to do weekly on limbus on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. No, almost 9 p.m. And do you believe what I'm gonna say? I freaking fall asleep while my phone is still while my phone is still on the game. I freaking fall asleep and then my phone died. Kimmy, hi! Kizaru, welcome! Selamat datang! But yeah, I need to do it 3 times on normal. It gets easier later on as you press up into the right or time all 3. Yeah, I need to finish canto 7.
완성되었나?
My phone died on me because I fall asleep. My only weakness is what? My only weakness is to lay down on bed. I will fall asleep. If I need to terjaga, if I need to wake up, if I need to stay awake, I need to forbid myself to lie down on the bed. The blade claim you. True. Dan Kyoto Heron Ice Wide Open begin sprinting somewhere. Oh, the art! That arm, you're starting to mutate too, aren't you? You must be turning into some bug like ah! What? No, this is... At least I tried to do the weekly, unlike your friend who played this game that complain why they keep lacking on resource when they barely even do any dailies or weekly. Is it the friend that you are mentioned before? I even fall asleep when I'm not even sleepy, Mita. Is it possible that you are mistaken to test by a prosthetic being of another? Yeah. Ziku. I'm reading, okay, but not out loud. I'm sorry. I'm tired. This cannot be false. Is there truly no way to cure the blood bags? Yeah, no worry. Thank you. My apologies. That's it. Wait, you only play limbus metal? Really? Oh my god. You're not interested in anything else, like at all? I mean, interested. Yeah, interested. Others are grown to use the false omniscient because it would always start to be for me. I was starting to realize that I don't have the means to dig myself out of a hole like this. No, maybe I was too rare enough to know as a whole. If when the time comes for them to depend on me, when they can no longer stand on their own, can I really manage them? Lead them to the right answers? Doubt, color, with fear began to rise like an ominous flume of smoke. What can I do, right? The agent struggled to some corner of the room. What multiplayer game do you play? Is it like FPS like Valorant, Marvel Rivals and such? The cleanup agent slammed into the pod and appeared in the wall. Phew, finally. What is that Tosikis to do? We had a small hibernation pod for employee in case of these emergencies. Fairly then, huh? Good luck with the rest of the mission. There he goes. We blankly stared at the wall the agent disappeared into. Well then, I guess we gotta go. Let's move on to the next car. Keep on keeping on.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책.
Oh, Lethal Comp. Oh, you also play Repo. Oh, Barotrauma. Oh, Project Zomboid.
그게
Oh,
우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수
silly
있기를.
fun. But isn't Lethal Company horror?
정화. 엎드리도록.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
Horror and silly at the same time, right? I played before, but berapa lama ya? I play ketika bannernya Gregor. Yang priest Gregor.
실밥이 터졌나?
꿰뚫려라.
Bukan pas
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
pas priest, pas pregor.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
Bentar ya, aku cek dulu.
아류산 소평열 80 갈라져. 빠지도록.
limbus. 31 Oktober 2024.
고귀하게.
Oktober masih jauh, bro. Sekarang masih Juli.
비뚤어져.
How is my day?
무기를 만드는
My day is
것만큼 내가
good.
어버이보다 뛰어났지. 떨거지는
My day is
잘라낸다.
good.
꿰뚫리고 쏟아내.
I watch Criminal Minds today for like so many episodes. I binge watch Criminal Minds today before I decided to stream for sure.
이번에 네 피분수.
My brain literally
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
죄인인가?
아류산초 경혈 유치 찢겨라.
ternyata nggak cuma aku ya yang struggling di Dongbek. What about you, Ziku? How's your day? But yeah, minimum gaming other than membahas help me do chores and try to art
피를 마시는
again.
순간에는 생각나지
You can
않는다.
do art? Nice! I hope I can do art so I can make my own
그게
오늘도 부디
OC.
정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
Boring day today, actually nothing happened. No! You can make things. Ada citer, gak boleh ini. Gak boleh apa namanya? Gak boleh. Gak boleh win rate.
죄인인가?
꿰뚫려라.
Aku main udah mau hampir setahun juga masih belum ngerti kok ini game apaan.
정화 따뜻한
Aku bahkan nggak tahu gimmicknya Dongbek apaan. Lupa.
이번에 네 피분수.
Why are you trying to make your boss mad at you? Aren't we supposed to make our boss be happy?
합격장.
Trying used to art pretty often like 5 years ago, but life happened and trying to get back into that habit. Good luck for you, Mital. I really hope you for the best. I really hope for the best.
정화
Rabu-rabu? You are bored? Oh my god. Enggak sih, aku nggak skip story, memang aku lupa aja.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를
Aku sih
승리로 이끌
to be honest, sebisa mungkin gak aku skip ya, karena aku sebenarnya ingin menikmati story, tapi biasanya aku
아류산 소평열 80
hanya menikmati in the moment aja, besok juga lupa lagi.
실밥이 터졌나?
비뚤어졌구려.
감내해야 할 고통.
You think I forgot what the fish in my head means? Fish memories.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로
Ooh,
이끌
are they okay? Who is this, Gregor? Normal Gregor behavior.
가족을 위해
Kimmy, elang. Why are you trying to?
아류산
You did your
소평열
first sketch in like 1 year yesterday. You happy with yourself. And today a bit more to go back. Oh, good luck. Draw Dante doing taxes, or maybe draw Kimmy with bamboo head. Just kidding.
너희의 무기로
So kamu main gamenya buat apa? Kalau nggak baca story-nya.
가족을 위해
Truly just a normal girl behavior in wild right there. I know, right?
제대로 무너져라.
Getting staggered
아류산
all the
소평열
time.
80 갈라지도록 꿰뚫려라.
Bamboo headed Kimmy when? I don't know. When? Kapan, Zika?
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는
Oh!
순간에는
Okay.
생각나지
I guess 130. Let's go for more.
그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
We'll for sure draw the silly Kimmy when you get back to stage where you feel comfortable now butchering human character. Wait, what kind of drawing you usually do?
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
Major spelling mistake request terminated. Makanya aku bilang, Saiter, Luther nanya apa? Do you cheap Photoshop?
기대해라.
엎드리도록
I am cheap.
추잡하네.
Wait. No, it's okay.
정화.
꿰뚫려라.
Ngomong ke siapa, Sir? Ke aku.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Oh, paham. Sekarang nggak jadi, nggak usah dijawab.
가족을 위해 갈라지도록 따뜻한
일단 용서할 테니.
I like drawing on paper as well. I haven't do any drawing at
이
all
혈투를 승리로 이끌
nowadays though.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
Run out of character to write. You should like draw a character that you like. You know, like an anime character, or maybe a Disney character, or maybe even like a real human being, like a K-pop idol or something. Or maybe a limbus character, you know?
떨어져 끓여.
감내해야 할 고통.
Again? Staggered again? Should I use ego? Nah.
정화
이제야 완성되었나.
따뜻한
I am in Project Moon, right? Oh, good luck. Good luck, Mita. I wish you the best.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 가족을 위해
Nasa na message?
합격장.
Kamu nge-PM aku.
예쁘네, 내 피분수.
아류 산초 경혈 육수 직접 쏟아내어 흐르는 피로군.
Masih aja. Masih aja kamu, sir. Wait, probably start thinking about what you wanna do once you finish your 2 MDs. Mirror Dungeons. Pernah nggak sih Kim semisal mau ngelawan bos gitu di game terus ngerasa bosnya kuat gitu padahal belum dicoba jadi mutusin buat nyari tutorial di YouTube? Nggak pernah. Gue kopium. Semangat ya Fighter. Semangat ya Luther ya. Kalau udah kasih kabarin Kimmy. Aku sometimes wonder like your other half don't want to play the game. Is it because of me? We were on the final card. I took into the when you just imagine the tutorial couldn't be. Aku biasanya kalau lihat tutorial kalau udah ini aja, kalau udah stuck. Tapi syukur-syukurnya chat suka ngebantu. It appeared that the wall covering it was, in the fierceness of our battle, broken. Didn't that ship executive partnering with other wings? I guess they were in cahoot with W Corps too. Such collaboration are not limited to T Corp. It is of the case that a wing may work with another. It is only on rare occasion that they urgently request the assistance of less significant, lesser known to be quiet irregular. Sounds like W Corp's heyday are long behind them. Just like this wall that's falling apart, repelling what's behind. Oh, speaking of falling apart, this room sure got messed up, huh? It was difficult for me to ignore how Roja hurriedly swerved to a different subject as though she'd made a mistake. Even the tone of her voice seemed like she was catching herself. You collect eagles? I can't think about that right now. Let's deal with the task at hand first. Maybe these people are from the same office as that guy we met at the platform. Remember? He said he was warped over to T Corp or an expedition. I believe I have read articles stating that certain office do expect to hire fixer with prosthetics. Wait, we were walking through the bloody train car when we suddenly heard Sinclair's voice crack as though he saw something awful. He is the one who we encountered on the platform. This is the fixer who suddenly started venting at us. Yeah, wait, bukannya tadi dia masuk pod? Isn't he supposed to be... Wait, no? Oh, Shasha? Oh, no? Virgin's quiet has the strategy. It makes sense. That would explain all those broken prosthetic arm and legs in this car. Between the picture and the blood bags, there were many similar cases during the war. Maybe it's a bit of course, the blood and lack of self-preservation often led them to early graves. Emang waktu kamu ngelawan Dongbek, pas kamu lagi stuck gitu, kamu nggak nyari Tuto? Good luck, Mita, on having everything. That's a good attitude. Employee with attitude like yours often made it to the end of the war. Yes, well, good for them. Foes answer ouches in an uncharacteristically snappy manner. You're right, Pose? It was rare to see any actual expression from her. I was starting to get worried. I am basically unharmed yet. Yes, I'm alright. However, I do not enjoy this weapon. It is though I am casting nets to nowhere while lost and isolated in the blind sea. I could usually complete this deduction within moments after establishing a few basic cross-reference between the accessible and important. Her voice was such a whisper for the second part, barely what she was saying. I know what you mean. Feeling like you're completely lost, obsessively casting net over the black purpose lake in desperate hopes that one of them might pull in something we could eat. No way to tell where we are. No way to tell if there's even anything to eat under the glassy water surface, grasping at the straw, you know? Kamu nggak ini dulu, nggak lihat Kimmy juga enggak sih pas awal-awal. Ini juga dikasih tahu sama chat. Tapi kan bos tuh ada weaknessnya. Sok tahu banget Kimmy, sok pinter banget Kimmy. Padahal mah waktu main Dongbek sampai molding, sampai rage quit. I don't hate it. I'm actually glad to learn that you have a softer side. This unseen side of yours, it is unfamiliar yet quite fresh. Is that so? Also, the Bible skirt tickles her eyes. Because we are on the 11 card at the moment. Oh, win rate. Kamu win rate gaming kah? Sama sih. I find it hard to read Mersault sentences. Ew, Winrar. Ew. Winrar. Winrar. To be in a month, bro. But I'm not gonna. Hey, wait. What do you mean, Mita? Or even just for the rerun to be in 1 month or so? There's gonna be. But do I need to finish Canto 8 to be able to play it? And your phone just auto correct it. Great. Winrar. Being a power who can relate the force of their own without concern for lowered morale. Oh, see, big words like that, my brains cannot comprehend. And all of a sudden, oh, especially Dawn. It's not locked behind Canto compression, you think? Oh. As long as I can play. Even though I'm gonna be playing on easy difficulty. You forgot who am I? Hello Jeff, I'm Kimmy. If you don't feel like following me anymore, just click unfollow. My name is Kimmy. By the way, Kimmy Anazawa. I play games. Yeah.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도
3 more Canto.
피를
Oh,
마시는 순간에는
amazing.
생각나지 않을 거다.
Is it dungeon?
가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
Kenapa pakainya enkapalin modul?
유일한 꿈이니까.
Also inflict bleed? Impossible. They don't have the resistance.
라만 차렘들을 뒤엎는다.
Who is this? Are we going on a boss already? He must be the blood fiend who caused this outbreak. He is our target. Fall to thy knees and grovel before royalty. Who the hell are you to make those demands? I shall impart this upon thee only once, so listen well. The matters address me as Princess Cassidy, the 6 kindred. Malam kakak manis, malam kakak ganteng. Hai Dapa, welcome. Thank you for the reminder. Kamu juga jangan lupa minum. Arknight collab. Arknight Cassette. Oi, will I be able to play? Oi. Spy mission. Waku waku. If you're really going to exchange pleasantry, why don't you take the myself or any other really the basic etiquette? This mask will come off. Can't take it off. Shouldn't take it off. There's no prince without a mask. We're so ugly behind the mask. We all decided hide how repulsive we become. But once I've run your blood pool, then I'll go back how it used to be. Once only then can I unmask myself. Who's this that wants to your basket? Not a hotbed job. Barber? Who is the barber? Oh yes, I am the prince. That he's crazy. He's a bloody loon, isn't it? Alright, down with the giggles then. Get ready for the bidding of your life. I enjoy things like you and your friends. Don't cry, bowling and bowing and sniffling on the ground for your lives. Lunch at me instead, huh? The aggression, the boiling blood. Ooh, how I love the fire. Operation job is turned into his blood bags. I ain't letting my guard down, but we blasted through so many blood we couldn't even keep count, didn't we? Oh no, but the count is so important. I have to keep count of our visitor, and yes, of course, I do remember to keep count of our visitor. Yes, sir, I do. You have no idea who I am? There's no paradise like this out there. You have no idea what I did to create this place. How elated my forebearer candidates will be should they be here to witness what I have created. This cornucopia of abundance, this pleasure, oh, this freedom. But this kingdom is mine. I made it. I'm not giving it away. No. This is really curious. It appears that this bloodfiend lives this car only on rare occasion. Yet we have. Then what he meant by how the blood bags present themselves before him has to be Shasha! The fixer we ran into one of the earlier cars. Cassette string to his front. The representative that has protected thus far out of this train. Bloodfiends. What if there was more than a single bloodfiend on the board? One still capable of rational thought? Damn, you actually made it all the way back here? I guess the wings don't give out contract to just anyone. I used to fight to my dames too. Till I was the last one standing. Yeah. Whatever you say, Shasha. Blood rapidly crystallized around Shasha like a suit of armor as she swung her great sword at the sinners, striking them even before Faust finished her sentence. For jumping in like that. Don't you know how loud your stupid arms are? I thought the family had come for me. Wait! She's with him? I thought she's a good person, or whatever she is. No, this is bad. Oh, yeah, oh. Very much oh. What was going through my head before I became a kindred? Why are you becoming a kindred? Absolute cinema. The longer the line, the better? This child! This curious child! Oh my god! Wow! There was a child. Oh my god! A little round! Oh god! Silence! Yes, silence! Oh my god. Poor little kid. So is that mean? Yep. Boss it is. Semuanya power counter. Everyone is using power counter?
엎드리도록.
Wait, I should... Mereka akan nge-heal kak? Do they heal themselves? Why are we starting with half the amount of the blood? Cause they hungry? They hungry for blood? I am hungry though, for now. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine losing. I'm hungry. Bro. Oh ini. Oh my.
꿰뚫려라. 아이고요. 기대.
Come on, Otis. No.
너희의 무기로
너의
혈투를
만남
승리로 이끌
몰랐던
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 아류 산초 경혈 육시 찢겨라.
추잡하네.
피를
합격장.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
정화.
아류 산초 경혈 80 갈라지도록.
Am I gonna continue or stop once I finish the intervalo? I'm gonna stop. 고귀하게
따뜻한 쏟아내.
느낌이 이상해. But I'm not going to eat the liver though, even though I'm hungry. It's already too late to eat anything.
이제야 완성되었나?
Ah! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! My face can try to be created without that authorization. Is this bumbling fool? Be gone! From my sight! Elvis wallpaper stands. Yet, it must be the responsibility of a parent to clean up the mess of his child. What a lot of Is he going to be stronger? Why? He has empowered himself by reaping the blood.
너희의 무기로 이
와.
혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 정화.
You're gonna feel hungry when you sleep. Don't worry.
갈라지도록.
You won't feel the hunger.
정화. 따뜻한 피.
The song is banger. The music is banger.
그쪽도 죄인인가? 감내해야 할 고통.
I think I made a mistake. I feel like. I feel like I made a mistake somehow. It's fine, love.
합격장.
피날레를 시작하자.
여행에는 목적이 있었지. 무기를 만드는 것만큼은 내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지. 정화. 산초류 경혈 온 라샹. 끝을 낼 시간이다.
피를.
I know, right? What? Ziku, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. What do you mean by I know, right?
정화.
The music is a banger. Oh yeah, it is. Itu kalah speed, malah dihantam ego. Baiklah. Pelajaran buat next-nextnya ya.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌. 정화. 다류 산초 평열 80. 갈라지도록. 알겠어. 깨어라. 정화.
Okay. GG, thank you. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I like your boiling human blood. Wow. This guy keep regenerating no matter how many times you tear him to pieces. GG. Thank you, Jikaku. Don Quixote continued to wildly pummel the burglar, stabbing and crushing him every time a body part regenerated. I am so hungry. Me too. $200 on that disgusting what? Crush into pieces. Shabu smash, never to become whole again. But so far, but it's covering us first. Destroying him. I've given thing your life. I invite you to this banquet. What can I do? Find their weakness, break their encore, make them kneel. It's that the way they fight reminds me a lot of the way we prosthetic using fixer fight. Just as prosthetic fixer. Wah. With one of her remaining arms, Shasha pick up the master. Get every key card. This is the key to the first class car, my lord. With this, grow your army of blood bakes to bring. No! However, But even without force, you still give us good direction to follow up the direction. Maybe our internal self doesn't always have to be a problem for us. Remember? Thus, the lack of plan itself becomes the plan. You said it yourself. Yes, we are compromised. Who might just rewound the clock for? Yeah, let's do that. Very well then. Cassidy, why don't we move this conversation to a different location? Are we gonna talk? We're gonna do the talk, no jutsu? What was the location that I remember? Gamble? What do you mean, Gamble?
카니발 그 자체를 대표할 만한 퍼레이드였어.
Talk no jutsu, the most powerful jutsu ever exists. I must gamba. The connection has been restored. Connection? You must gamba, Kim. I must gamba. I thought when people say gamba means gambate. Turns out it's gambling. And as I have stated before, this was a pure incalculable gamble based on my own uncertain hypothesis. This success helped me somewhat comprehend my surge of fascination with gambling. Post gently advance toward development. Let us discuss. Gambled once in her life, already addicted. There's just anyone I would have wished to turn tea all into budding, but they are not like a common person. My wish to maintain the secrecy, this kingdom of mine. You're gonna. Oh my god. I need to drink. Like nothing happened? Are we really gonna? Historically, we've always been successful, so that was something I could live with, but What about the other passenger behind this and its future passenger? Paz does not reply. Yet the helicopter was airborne. Wait, are we gonna? Oh, Dawn! She's strong. Oh, letting him destroy the key means that you'll be condemning the sinner to thousands of years of torment. Her struggle begins to wane, but this was not acceptance, this was dejection. Oh, my dearest parents, forgive my transition of creating another without thy sanction. No! What do you mean? Don Quixote levitates slightly into the air, the string on her shoes unraveling as they slip off her feet on their own. She looks on the beaver burn as her running shoe fall over the fall to the floor, and Rocinante! I've always had this question swirling at the unfocused backstage of my mind. Why are you always so protective of those running shoes, Don Quixote? Running shoes? Ah. Dear Rocinante? Yeah, those. Better to thin and thin, face and feminine with dear Rocinante. In sorrow and in joy, no matter the variety of them struck me. It had been a loyal steed. She doesn't know when she got them. To the show. Nope, I think I'm good. I've been so bashful. Go on ahead. Look stinky. Someone guys start doing TikTok with stinky. Stinky they are not. Scoff as they might appear, Rocinante is in pristine condition. Also, thou shalt not address me as a small. Evacuate. Caron is so cute. Verily, Rocinante and I remain bound together even in slumber. There shall be no separating the two of us. We are bound not by neither nor one. We are simply bound together through flight and delight. Shoe lore. Iya lagi. Shoe aja ada lore-nya, bro. Oh my god. Have you ever taken them off? Take them off? Fi itu apa sih? Fi apa fi? Whatever does thou mean, as in detach Rocinante from my body. This is a very odd insinuation, Marcus. She looked at me with puzzled eyes. It was somehow an inconceivable idea. They were something much more than just her favorite pair of running shoes. Her odd attitude of treating something so far removed from common sense as something completely ordinary. What does Rocinante mean to Don Quixote? What even is that thing? Wow! Is it blood? Wow. Then darkness. Oh! Is it? What? I see a red aura and a long fur adornment of short. Manager Dawn? Though the shimmering aura I think I saw red eyes. You have committed the sin of filial impiety, transgressor. I know that voice, but I also don't. I've never heard it in such a low, imposing tone before. It speaks toward the lesser being, the blood fiend, shepherd, and kneeling, trembling, pathetic. I beg the mercy of the second kindred, I beg, insolent worm. Crimson droplets of blood slowly rises around the blood fiend's mouth before congealing and sealing his mouth shut. No language worming its way out of your mouth shall be worth my ears. No, to commit the sin of filial impiety by attempting to travel against the blessing to commit such abomination against your ancestor, I cannot well sanction your impotence of continued existence. Then melt away. Cassidy body begins liquefying? Like literally melted? Rapidly, yes, rapidly like that. I screamed and tear lived so much, melting away on the floor, hit it under the shooting sun. Oh my god, I cannot imagine. Blood ice cream. And with a real research or something. Indeed, you must be the promised timepiece. Something I couldn't quite. What? Roshinante to me? Roshinante? I beseech you. I carefully reached out, grabbed her shoes, and slipped them onto her bare feet one by one. One day, she got stumbled and slumped to the ground. Wait, is the shoe literally the, like, not pestle, like, kind, I don't know how to call it in English. Sometime later, can somebody explain what just happened in a way that makes sense? I know that the sinner would all be shocked and confused. After all, when they, including Faust and Don Quixote, all come back to life after I rewound the clock, all that remained was the desert door. With the blood print, whatever measure it was that the manager has taken, it can be said that it was appropriate. I guess so. Oh, well, good work everyone. However, the definition of most personnel is currently Faust, the manager, and Don Quixote, who is still unconscious. You were spot on. When did you even have the time to notice that? Oh boy. She appeared to be in a state of deep slumber. As she is not at risk of that, she will be waking up soon. I remember everything, of course. Don Quixote's sudden transformation, how she practically erased the blood fiend and his kindred from the world without even moving a finger. What? But I also remember Faust's last words. And please, do note that the other sinner must never hear a word of what is about to happen. Don Quixote was unconscious and Faust was answering every question with silence. It was only natural that their eyes would all fall on me. That's, wait, that reminds me. Where is the keycard? Who is in a far more presentable state than he was in before? What about the keycard he was holding though? It has been half liquefied? The remain have melted with his major bone? It appears to have become one with the middle phalanges. Sinclair. How? We can utilize the back door of Mephistopheles. So we headed to the corridor past the back door. Don Quixote slung over one of our shoulders and arrived at our destination. Verge. I can't not ask what happened after seeing this state you are all in. Sandy Peter. To explicate it can grand up central about it with my sometimes ago. Faust explained the simpler keys of the pen as we made our way to the back door. To put it simply, we will spend the time at a space disconnected from the train. The train should be arriving at its destination in approximately 10 seconds. And with that, Faust came to a sudden stop in the middle of one of the corridors. Its safety is completely unsure. At least tell us what's past that door. I did not bother verifying that particular information myself. It is necessary for further endeavor that I gain the experience of encountering something I completely unexpected. What? Oi, wait! Faust did not wait for Halfleaf to finish his sentence before jerking the door wide open. Now please enter through this door. Abandoned hospital of some sort? Sandstorm. Are we supposed to be indoors? How the heck is this even happening? I can't open my eyes. Sinclair, I wanna hug you. Oh my god. It's so cute. So, we managed to return safe and sound to the interior of the warplane as it arrived at the Picor platform. Are we like teleporting or something? I thought we'd never make it, Sinclair. God, I wanna hug him and give him a pat. Oh, ada clean up team. Aduh, jatuh ini kok. They really let you guys keep your memories, huh? Oh, that, huh? I've never seen it in action before. Thanks, let me go check. That hidden compartment behind the chair that Kenop merchant crawled into, inside it was... Huh? There isn't anyone in here. Huh? Maybe we're looking at the wrong part? This is the correct spot. Then the disappearance... I guess that's what I don't know. I doubt that. Yes, we must have suffered from a momentary cognitive hallucination caused by fatigue. Very well then, we will see ourselves out. Oh! She awake! Wayward passenger cameo. How I don't understand Verge at all. I was finally able to ask Foss on Purge laugh. Why did you do that? Foss' body was quite literally busted to pieces from Brazil explosive come up. It was as though she knew that it was going to happen because I was the preferable course of action, having the same expectable to your body instead. What? I'm not blaming you for that. I just want to know how long you've known that Don Quixote is. That is something I have been aware of since the LCB was first established. Lobot. However, it was by the will of the LCA superior. And the upper woman was back there? According to my private judgment, yes. Well, as my connection to all communication, including one to Faust. What about LCA? Right? Though the photo, we are once again returned. That was a layered word. We return to the warp. And the usual Faust connected to Faust has returned. Yes. Faust replied to his nebulous wording with a quiet affirmation. Please do not take this query with any greater import than emerges. However, do you suppose I shall see her again? My Twitch just crashed. You don't think we know about LCA just yet? Oh. Pleasant encounter, was it not? You sang most ambiguously before leaving us. Phew. But I also learned so much about so many things, but it was too soon to start waking our brain about what kind of nonsense trial we were about to face in pickup, so I decided to enjoy this momentary peace. How do we find ourselves at pickup? Wherever is my throat is so parched. I'm too tired to explain. Chiquita, you miss out big time on one crazy adventure. Huh? That vibrate the last few grains of sand out of my ear. The sinner look at Don Quixote before the awakening, grinning. There are no way to know that we'll be facing here at District 16 where Picard was located, but we got this, right? The same fate I saw when Falsehood believes in uncertainty races within me too. I look up to Faust only to see that Faust was looking at me as well. She nodded at me with her usual barely noticeable smile, and I gave her a light nod back in return. Time to go find ourselves another golden bough. Wow! I cannot believe that I finished an intervalo in one stream. They have mini. I still have mini. Oh! Guys. I can. Ziku, I can. It would be funnier if she got it exactly 200. Should I make it though? Should I make the exchange? Should I exchange? Well, you can pity it at least. Yes, you spin more. No, No. Your record just exchange. Yes, exchange. Okay. So pretty though. This channel will expire. Nope. There's no way I'm gonna do that. Especially on a limited thing. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for today. $31,000. So rich. Okay, guys. I think I'm done for today. Yeah. I'm tired already, and it's already like past 10 p.m. past my curfew. Thank you so much for coming. On the bright side, it took me 200 to get everything. Meanwhile, it took you to get to 250 to get everything. Ya, mau dan Kak Kim? Mau dia. Makasih udah standby kamu. Hey. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sleep for now. I still have things to do tomorrow. I'm gonna play The Witcher tomorrow if I have time, so can't wait to catch me doing Canto 7. Let's go! I'm gonna do it next time. Next time I play Limbus. Okay, everyone. I'm signing off. Thank you so much. Kimmy signing off. Bye bye.